Hello, Tyau Shyi, Lawrence McElroy here again with another pre-recorded video in our short series doing small drills into the 5 root goals of Tai Chi: regulating the body, regulating the breath, regulating the mind, regulating the Qi, and regulating the spirit. In this video, we're going to address regulating the breath, or Tyau Shyi. Since that's the topic, I'd like to share a favorite quote of mine. It comes from Kwai Chang Caine of the Kung Fu television franchise, and it's this: I stay alive 2 ways. I breathe and I learn. Well, obviously, we're going to be breathing while we're watching this video. And hopefully, we'll also be learning. Before I get into the meat of this particular small drill, I want to mention that in the first video in this series, when I did the overview of the 5 root goals, when I was talking about the breath, I made reference to the fact that we talk about 3 aspects of the breath, usually on the mat and in the room, and then only address 2 of them. The first 2, the breath should be deep and the breath should be relaxed. The third is manifesting an image breath, a breath of the mind, a breath of the imagination. And we mention this image breath as a way to create a Qigong-based or energy work-based meditation. The image breath represents the expansion and compression of Qi, the flow of Qi in the body. We normally use an image of a flower in the belly. The flower opens, the petals open, they expand at the extremities. On the physical exhalation and on the physical inhalation, the petals close. So I just wanted to make sure that I hit that point first. There are many different ways to breathe. Now, at Black Dragon School, where my journey with Tai Chi began, we talked about 2 particular ways. One we referred to as the Buddha breath, and the other Taoist breath. Now, at Black Dragon School, Buddha's breath involved when you inhale, the diaphragm presses down and the belly expands. And when you exhale, the belly compresses as the diaphragm lifts up. Gives you a nice little Buddha belly as you're breathing. The Taoist breath is what most people would call reverse breathing. When you inhale, the abdomen and the diaphragm presses down, the abdomen presses in. And then when you exhale, it expands out. And generally, we didn't talk about it, but what was also happening as the belly was expanding in was the back was expanding backwards. Now, many people represent many different ways of breathing and share different ways of breathing. I'm going to share 6, including those 2, but perhaps with different names. What most people would refer to as a natural breath is what Water Tiger School and Black Dragon School have referred to as Buddha breath. The belly just expands with the inhalation, compresses with the exhalation. Now, there's a very interesting way to breathe that helps you sort of really connect with the breath and explore breathing in a deeper fashion, and that's differentiated. And what differentiated breathing is switching up how you're breathing. In other words, I might inhale through my left nostril and then exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the mouth, exhale, focusing on the right nasal opening. And continue doing that, switching up the different ways that you're breathing, attempting or imaging filling the right lung with the breath, and then filling the left lung with the next breath. So there's 2. 3 is what some people would call a kidney breath. Now, kidney breath is what I described as our Taoist breath at Water Tiger School, and that's on the inhalation, the belly compresses and the back expands. On the exhalation, that reverses. Then we have the Dantian breath. And the Dantian breath is on the inhalation, both the belly and the lower back expand at the same time. And on the exhalation, both compress at the same time. Some people will also identify an embryonic breath, which is the same as the Dantian breath. However, there's less effort in it. It's a more natural type of breathing. Then we have what we call at Water Tiger School as just breathe. And that's simply just breathe. Don't worry about it. Let the breath be the breath. I do like, Ken Cohen refers to that sort of breathing in his book, The Way of Qigong, as Taoist breath. And Taoism is about going with the flow, letting nature take its course. So in all reality, just breathe is a very Taoist point of view. Now, something I haven't addressed is, should we, as general habit, inhale in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, or inhale both inhale and exhale through the nose, or both inhale and exhale through the mouth. That's why we have the just breathe, because I'd rather have people breathing and breathing deep than really concerning themselves with, what's supposed to be expanding and compressing at different times. I prefer a nasal breath, both on the inhalation and the exhalation. I suggest when you first start, just breathe. There are also, I want to address 6 aspects of the breath. The breath should be slow. It should be long. It should be deep. It should be fine. It should be even. And it should be tranquil. And the fine breath is actually where we get the idea that our relaxed breath that we talk about on the mat and in the room is quiet. For the breath should be fine and quiet instead of coarse and loud. Slow, don't breathe fast. Sort of self-explanatory. Long, nice long inhalations, nice long exhalations. Deep, again, the diaphragm expands down, pressing, filling the lungs fuller, but a comfortable amount. Even, both inhalation and exhalation are equivalent to one another. And tranquil, the mind is calm and in the moment of the breath. So there you go. We have some different ways of exploring breathing. Belly's expanding or belly's compressing at different times. The lower back is involved or not, or we simply breathe. A nasal breath, an oral breath, a combination, whatever works for you, breathe. And I believe that's it. So if you have any comments or observations, please feel free to share them in the comment section below this video. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you.